So, there we go. There we go. Okay. Yesterday we went over absolute values, right?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Are you tired?
For numbers 1 through 8. I went over with y'all.
Yes, sir.
For numbers 9 through 12, I am going to be going over with you, okay? 9 through 12. These are quite simple. Because yesterday, what I introduced to you was just the regular absolute value, okay? Just a little bit of a refresher for those of you who might have not been listening yesterday, or those of you who weren't here. So, when we're doing absolute values, remember, you might have, I don't know, absolute value of x equal to that of 8, right? Well, because you have absolute value of x equal to 8, you just take this number, take the opposite of it, and put it onto the other side. So we have a negative 8 equal to, bring whatever's inside the absolute value down. So therefore it will be x, which is equal to 8. Bring this down. And so therefore your x is equal to a negative 8 and 8. Okay? Simple. That is your 1 through 4. Okay? 1 through 4. 5 through 8. You have one part that's on the inside. Okay? One part that's on the inside. So you have something similar to that of absolute value of n minus 2 equal to 4. Something similar to that. Remember, take the opposite of this number over here, put it to the other side. Negative 4 is equal to, take what's inside the absolute value and bring it down. N minus 2 equal to 4. What you do on one side, we do on
the other.
Both sides, right? So, add the 2, add the 2, add the 2. Therefore, your n is equal to both. What's negative 4 plus 2? Negative 2. What's 4 plus 2? 6. So therefore, n is equal to negative 2 and 6. Okay? So, that's all of it in a nutshell. Okay? Now, you have a part on the outside, okay? Everybody good with this? Okay, so, you have what we call a regular equation, okay? And when we call this a regular equation, well, let's take a look at this for a second, okay? You have absolute value of negative 3x plus 8 equal to 11, okay? I decided to give y'all one part on the outside. One part on the outside.
Oh my God.
So with you having one part on the outside, treat this absolute value, treat the absolute value like it's a variable. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, you are going to take this absolute value and you're going to put it in a box. You're going to put it in a box. And you're going to name that box. You're going to name the box. Let's name it X, right? Let's just name the box X. Right? So if we were to rewrite this, it will be what?
X plus 8 equals 11.
There you go. X plus 8 equals 11. Your main job, okay, when dealing with parts, and what I mean by parts is when dealing with other numbers, okay, that are on the outside of the absolute value, your main job is to get the absolute value by itself, okay? I guess I can write it over here. When working, Ms. Hyatt, is this on the camera?
Yes.
Okay. When working with yeah, when working with numbers or oh man, what is it? I'm having a brain fart. No, not absolute values, but what's the other? What's the thing for numbers and variables? Golly. Huh?
Coefficient.
Thank you. Coefficients. Coefficients?
No. Wait.
Yeah, I guess coefficients or just numbers. When working with numbers, let's just keep it simple.
Yeah.
When working with numbers on the outside of an absolute variable, absolute value. Notice how I'm getting all my words twisted. When working with numbers on the outside of an absolute value, you must get the absolute value by itself. Okay? Treat it like it is a variable. Okay? Get it by itself. So, what I did, I took my absolute value and I just put it into this box. And I named my box X. So, instead of my formula reading the absolute value of negative 3x plus 8 is equal to 11, it's just x plus 8 is equal to 11. Okay? Y'all still with me?
Yeah.
So, with me doing that, I just solve it regular, like we did with regular equations. I get my x by itself, okay? What kind of 8 is that?
Positive.
So, opposite of, yes. What you do on one side, you must? There you go, right? So therefore, x is equal to, x is equal to what? 3, okay? Now, when I have my x by itself, that's when I take my absolute value out of the box and bring it back down. So we have the absolute value, whoops, I just made 2 lines. The absolute value of negative 3x is equal to 3, okay?
My mind is blown.
My mind is so blown right now.
And now you're able to solve this using the regular method of numbers 5 through 8, okay? So therefore, this is a negative 3 onto the other side, boom, equal to negative 3x equal to 3. Obviously, you divide the negative 3 on both sides, right? So therefore, what's negative 3 divided by negative 3?
1.
Positive 1 is equal to x, which is equal to, what's? Negative 1. So x is equal to 1 and negative 1, okay?
My brain
So,
kinda hurts right now.
even though this looks like a lot, it's not, because long story short, all I'm doing is